Part 2, Holies. 34 Children Abandoned Under Nebraska's Safe Haven Law by Nate Jenkins, The Associated Press, Friday, November 14, 2008. Lincoln, Nebraska. Nebraska officials geared up Friday for a special legislative session designed to deal with a unique Safe Haven Law, whose unintended consequences have allowed parents to abandon nearly 3 dozen children as old as 17. As the session to correct the law approached, a 5-year-old boy was dropped off at an Omaha hospital on Thursday night. Earlier in the day, a woman dropped off 2 teenagers at another Omaha hospital, but one of them, a 17-year-old girl, fled. Authorities have not found her yet. As of Friday afternoon, 34 children have been abandoned under the Nebraska law, 5 of them from other states. Nebraska was the last state to enact a safe haven law, intended to take in unwanted newborns. But unlike laws in other states, Nebraska's doesn't include an age limit. Some observers have interpreted the current law as applying to children as old as 18. Chapter 4. Parents. They're together as they open the door, a father and mother dressed for bed. Worry lines fill their foreheads as they see the nature of their visitors. This is an anticipated yet unexpected moment. A juvie cop stands at the door with 3 plainclothes officers to back him up. The lead juvie cop is young. They all seem young. They recruit them earlier and earlier these days. We're here to process unwind subject 53-990-24, Noah Falkowski. The parents glance at each other in alarm. You're a day early, the mother says. The schedule has been pushed up, the lead cop tells her. We have the contractual right to change the pickup date. Can we please have access to the subject? The father takes a step forward to look at the name on the officer's uniform. Look here, Officer Mullard, he says in a loud whisper. We're not prepared to surrender our son just yet. As my wife has told you, we were expecting you tomorrow. You'll have to come back then. But E. Robert Mullard waits for no one. He barges into the house with his team following behind him. Good God, the father says, have some decency. Mullard lets out a guffaw. Decency? What do you know about decency? Then he looks down the bedroom hallway. Noah Falkowski, he calls loudly. If you're back there, come out now. A 15-year-old boy peeks out of a bedroom doorway, takes one look at the guest and slams his door. Mullard signals to the brawniest of his cohorts. He's all yours. I'm on it. Stop him, Walter, the woman begs her husband. Walter, put on the spot, turns to Mullard with a vengeance. I want to talk to your superior. And then Mullard pulls out a gun. You're in no position to make demands. It's clearly just a tranq pistol, but considering that nasty business about the juvie cop killed with his own gun, Walter and his wife aren't about to take any chances. Sit down, Mullard says, nodding toward the dining room table. The couple hesitates. I said sit down. And then 2 of Mullard's team force them to sit in 2 dining room chairs. The father, a reasonable man, assumes he's dealing with another reasonable young professional like himself. Is this all really necessary, Officer Mullard, he asks in a calmer, more accommodating tone. My name isn't Mullard, and I'm not a juvie cop. Suddenly it hits the man how obvious this is. He knew the kid was too young to have that kind of authority. The scars on his face made him seem a little, well, seasoned, but still he was too young. How could Walter have been so easily fooled? And isn't there something familiar about this young man's face? Has he seen him before, possibly in the news? The man is rendered speechless by this unexpected turn of non-professional events.